75 years ago, a group of Skagit County, Washington dairymen came together to start an artificial insemination cooperative. Because of the foresight and commitment of those founders, All West Select Sires was able to grow from humble beginnings into today's leader in the West AI industry. For a quarter century, the cooperative's mission has remained the same: to provide services at a reasonable fee from semen obtained from superior sires and return profit to the members in the form of patronage. Cliff Bailey remembers the early years of All West Select Sires when he served as president from 1962 to 1976. Cliff was instrumental in guiding All West Breeders, as the cooperative was known at the time, through 11 years of mergers and tremendous growth. A 1973 article in Holstein Friesian World stated, "Never let it be said that Cliff Bailey doesn't tell it like it is, because he does." The direction of this man is, in part, why All West Breeders holds an enviable position in the AI industry today.
We went through several mergers with All West because we brought it, during my time with All West, we brought in Oregon Dairy Breeders in California, Dairy Breeders in Montana. So we already had that part of the organization formed, but we knew that we had to grow and get better sires. My vision was to make the best bulls available to dairymen in this area, and it still is that way, you know. I want to do the best for the farmers that I know how.
In 1975, discussions began about a possible merger between All West Breeders and Select Sires in Ohio.
That was the time when All West was moving along but not financially strong, and so there was decisions to consider joining with Select Sires in Ohio.
First we went to ABS. We may have gone with them, I don't know, but ABS was not willing to let go of California, and we thought California was instrumental to our making money with Select. The next move we made was to Select Sires.
So Archie called and said, we're kind of looking to affiliate. Said ABS has been flew us back to him. He and Cliff Bailey flew them back to Wisconsin, wined and dined them, and told them how great it would be if they were together. But he said, I thought maybe we should talk to you before we did that. I was almost on the next plane to Seattle. So Archie and I met in Seattle, and we talked about the possibilities, and it was not just a one-way deal, because there were problems. We were already in California, which is All West's country, and we had Tom and Lloyd there working, and we weren't going to put them out of business. All West was not going to get out of California. That was where the most cows are. And so we finally worked out between Lloyd and Tom and I and Archie. We finally worked something out.
All West was pretty good size at that time, almost 20% of, or would be 20% of Select Sire business. And they needed us as bad as we needed them. But he played the better hand, Chichester played the better hand, and we joined.
We went with All West, and All West went with us. I guess, as they say, the rest is history.
The affiliation brought great advantages for both All West and Select.
Well, the high points for Select was it gave us a marketing area on the West Coast, which had been tough for us all along, because that's where the cows were, and that's where, still are, that's where the competition was. So it was difficult for us to get in there as an outsider without being part of the co-op that had been there for a while. And I think the advantage for All West was a more comprehensive sire program. Better. Oh, a bull called Elevation helped that whole process along, I might add.
The beginning of All West Select Sires involved many changes, but the consistent vision of the early leaders paved the road for the organization's current success.
All West is just a very integral part of Select, and it has just turned into a wonderful marriage, if you will, between these two companies. And I think we, my generation anyway, need to thank the generation before us for the foresight, the intelligence. They gave a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of thought as to setting the road for us to follow.
And that's how All West was won.